Again, I appreciate everybody joining us today. We've got a lot of information to cover. So it's going to be relatively fast paced. We're going to try to get everything wrapped up. We'll do about 20 minutes on the first topic and then leave some time for you guys to ask questions of Randy. And then again, another 20 minutes on the second topic with some questions at the end of that. Ideally, these classes have worked out great because they tend to work well for people's lunch breaks. So if you're full-time agent or dual career, seems like a good time slot. And if there's, again, as we mentioned all the time, we enjoy putting these on for you guys. If there are topics you'd like to cover, or even, some people had asked about the possible, evening class, if that's of interest to you, just let us know. We'll work with you. Again, the bottom line is we want you to be as successful as possible. Anything we can do to help do that, we all benefit. So today we're going to be doing two things. I just want to chat for like a minute or two to kind of get you up to speed with where we are. We've got two topics. We're going to be covering a program called Perks, and the founder of that is Randy Nemeroff, and we appreciate Randy's time today. And kind of leading up to this, we started doing some of these classes probably about a year ago. So again, we're through January now, and we always encourage people, hey, have you done your business plan? Have you set your goals for the year? What do you want to do in commissions? Where are you getting leads from? It's going to be just like last year and the years before. It's going to be challenging. Hopefully, COVID is in the rearview mirror for the most part, but we've got a very competitive market. There's not a lot of inventory. So you're going to have to be innovative. And I'll be the first to say that what Randy's done here is definitely out of the box thinking. So just keep an open mind here. We met about a year ago. Chris and I did a couple of classes where we talked about, making sure you've got a digital footprint out there, that your profile's online, Zillow, on our website, Realtor.com, LinkedIn, all those are clean, that you've sent us testimonials.
Va a depender cómo le digo, ¿no? De las deudas que ya tenga. Así que
I was saying the early stages of what we're doing today. So hopefully you guys have done all that. Again, about a year ago, I know Chris has sat down with probably 20 different agents and helped, fine tune a lot of their Realtor.com syncs and Zillow syncs with their listings and everything else. So a lot of you guys have sent in your testimonials. Hopefully you've been, following up. We also had a class on social media. So by now you should be either just following our company stuff, sharing that, building your following. The idea is that once you've got this stuff out there, when we start introducing these new ideas that Randy's going to talk about today, the first thing those people are going to do is look you up and research you. So it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's pointless, but you really want to have that other stuff done before you start trying some of these new things. So that said, if you are done that, we encourage you to to go back and look at those past classes and really get caught up to speed with where we are. As I mentioned, we're going to have two things we're going to talk about today. What we're really trying to do is the top producers obviously are what all the agents are striving to be, and the top producers are looking to take their business to the next level. So there's going to be two parts today. The first part is a new lead source, just ways of thinking about how you can draw clients to your business and build your business, and new ideas maybe you haven't thought about before. And the first time I chatted with Randy, I was definitely blown away. That'll be the first part of it. The second part is I want to introduce you guys to CRM. I get a lot of questions about it. I'm not going to recommend one or the other, but I am going to show you about 15, just a list of 15, and we will share this slide with you guys. So you'll have the list to do research on that. And I'm going to show you behind the scenes. I've got a couple of trials, and I'll show you what I use. You can see what it looks like inside. I would highly encourage everyone to do some free trials on these, see which one's best for you. So we'll do that in the second half. I'm not sure if Paul's on the call yet, but Paul's a buddy of mine. We've known each other for 30 years. He's done all my personal mortgages. He called me about a year and a half ago, said he was considering looking into a new mortgage company, and they had a lot of they had a different approach to how they're interacting with the agents, and it was very impressive. So Paul is the sponsor of today, and Annie Mac is the one that's kind of bringing this together. Again, they view it as more of a partnership where, how can we grow, help the agents grow their business, get more leads, and hopefully in return, they send us some loan opportunities. So it's a very smart, the way they're doing it. It's very different than any lender I've seen. Again, I've been doing this for, 29 years now. So, again, keep an open mind. Randy, I want to turn it over to you if you want to introduce yourself, and then I'm going to make you the host if that works.
That works great.
Okay. Did you want to screen share on your end?
I did.
You did. Okay. All right.
Please.
All right, Randy, you want to say hello, and then I'll go ahead and make you the host here.
Sounds good. So first of all, thanks for the opportunity today to speak to you and educate you a little bit on something that I built back in 2005 as a way of just generating mortgage leads. And through the years, as this thing has grown, we've managed to develop an entire program to generate leads for our real estate partners also. So that's kind of what I'll go over with you guys today and show you how it works. And if we ever get to the point where you're not seeing what I'm talking about, then I have to stop sharing and reshare a brand new screen. So just let me know real quick and I'll update it real quick.
Yep, that looks good.
So first, let me give you a little bit of background on PerkPlans and how this whole thing came to fruition. So I'm going to take you all the way back to the year 2005. 2005, I'm kind of new to the mortgage industry. I want to create a way of generating mortgage leads, but I don't want to do it just the traditional way of just depending on my real estate partners for the leads. I want to be able to work with companies, unions, associations, nonprofits all over the country and not only generate leads for myself, but generate leads for my real estate partners. Because there are very, very few loan officers that are looking for ways to not just do your mortgages, but find ways to also help you increase your business. You can probably not even count them on one hand, loan officers that are out there trying to do that. So back in 2005, I want to start working with companies. I guess I got very lucky because the first organization that I ever brought on was the union for Lockheed Martin. So right off the bat, I had thousands of employees, and I created just a mortgage benefit program where I was offering a $300 lender credit. That was it. Well, I started writing mortgages almost immediately. Then I did a mortgage for the head of the legal department at Toys R Us. I told Toys R Us what I was doing for Lockheed, and they said, hey, why don't you bring your program in here? We have 10,000 employees. I did that, and I started writing mortgages at Toys R Us right away. Well, over the years, this platform started to evolve. We started adding thousands of national retailers that give you cash back, thousands of local retailers, travel, health and wellness. And I had built it up to about 50,000 regional members just in the New Jersey, Philadelphia area. And I was writing $15, $20 million a year in mortgages right through the platform. And I was handing out leads to a lot of my real estate partners. Everything was going great up until probably about 3 or 4 years ago. I got a call from my web designer and he said, listen, I have some bad news. Your website's dead. It crashed. I was getting too much traffic for what the website was originally built for. So I had to rebuild. What you're going to find if you get involved with this program is that our entree into most organizations is through the HR department. Now, if anybody here is familiar with the association called SHRM, SHRM, SHRM is the association for HR. We've actually built the entire Perk platform for the whole state of New Jersey, which is about 11,000 HR executives. And I went to some of them and I said, listen, I need to rebuild. But before rebuilding, number one, I might as well do it nationally. Number two, I might as well rebuild it exactly how you want me to do it. So if you can tell me what you like and don't like about some of the other national platforms, I'll try and build it exactly how you want. So what they said to me was, number one, we don't like the fact that our employees have to visit somebody else's website in order to access the perks. We want them to come to our website or our intranet in order to access them. I said, okay, great. What else? Well, we want to be able to customize it. And what I mean by that is, let's say I'm a law firm and I have Legal Shield. or I'm a car dealer and I have TrueCar, or I'm a real estate agent and I want to work with my title company or my home inspector or my flooring company. Companies wanted to be able to customize it where they can pick and choose the perks that they wanted, while at the same time building in any current perks that they may already have or any local businesses that might be in that general area. So it's completely customizable. Lastly, they said, we don't want to have to give you our database. Our database belongs to us. It's our private database. So what we do is we build every company, every union, every association, every nonprofit that we work with. We build them their own customized white label platform. You pick and choose the perks that you want. You build in any referral partners or any perks that you want to build in because it's your website. It's your perk platform. We'll then build it for you within 24 hours, send it to you, and you plug it right into your own website or intranet. Since we relaunched the platform just a few years ago, unbelievably, we've added over 5 million members on a national level. We're also in the process now of bringing on a couple new really big organizations. One is an education company that works with 16,000 veteran groups and over 21,000 colleges. Their database is about 25 million people. We're also bringing in another company that's a wellness company. It's got about 9 million visitors a month. So what's happening with this little perk platform that I started just to generate mortgage leads and where it is today, it's grown into a full-blown out national platform where once you see what we're offering and how it's being built, it kind of just blows me away that it's even here today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some examples of what it is. I'm going to show you what I've already built for you, and then we can take it from there. So the first thing I'm going to show you, and can you see this email blast that I created?
No, we still see the PerkPlans landing page.
So let's reshare. All right. Now you guys should be able to see this.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so this is something I'm going to send to Mike as soon as we're done here that he can then share with the entire office. So basically, we partner with Realty Advantage. And this is just a sample email blast that we created with some of the perks that we offer. All right, and I'm just going to play you a short video. And can you guys see it right now before I start playing, or do I need to reshare again?
No, I'm not sure if the video is going to show. We heard the audio though, so maybe it was.
Okay, so let's reshare it. Whoops. Hold on a second. Okay, how about now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, it's just a 2-minute video. Okay, great. So hopefully everybody enjoyed that little video I put together for you guys. Now what I'm going to do is show you what I built for you. Can everybody see the Realty Advantage website right now?
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay, so let's just go back to your homepage. Okay, this is your homepage. Underneath services, you have discounts and perks. When you click on this, it's going to take you directly to the Perk platform that we built for you guys. All right, at the top, we have a rotating banner. Below that, we have a list of all the categories, from real estate to an insurance marketplace, college tuition assistance, tickets and attractions, travel, all the way down to a resource platform that we're building for addiction. And let me just move you guys over here.
Just
So
so you
the
guys know too, this is actually something you can send your customers to right now. It's up and
Oh, yeah.
running. Randy had it activated, I think, early December. So again, just at its most basic limit, go to the website, check it out. And when he first showed it to me, just the discounts you get on a variety of things. I mean, I'm sure you'll cover them, but it's pretty amazing. And they can all
Thank
be
you.
customized.
Randy.
So not only am I going to show you guys how to save money for yourself and your family and your clients, but I'm also going to show you how to become the preferred real estate agent for companies, unions, associations, and even nonprofits, just like I'm doing for the mortgage industry. So the first thing you're going to see, remember, because I build each platform individually and they're built within 24 hours, any company that you introduce me to, and your entire job is just to say, Randy, meet Joe, Joe, meet Randy, you're going to have my entire schedule through my Calendly link. You book the demo, I do the demo, you then will be listed on that company's website as the preferred and only real estate agent for that entire organization. We will link directly. The first thing you're going to see is Annie Mac Mortgage. Okay, now this always links to Paul Pykosh. Paul works for Annie Mac. He's the one that introduced us to you guys. But the second link that you're going to see is work with one of our preferred real estate agents. That means it will link directly to the real estate agent who referred me to the company. You will be the only one being promoted to every single employee, could be a client, could be a member if they're a national association. It doesn't make a difference. The other things that we offer too is and we're always looking for different value adds for our real estate partner. So we work with ADT and Vivint. Now, what you're going to see on the right-hand side, this is their national promotion. Other companies like myself have this same promotion. But what they don't have, what PerkPlans does, is we will also give your client an additional 3 months for free or a $90 gift card in your name as a way of saying thank you. We also have discounts at Pods, Choice Home Warranty, every internet and cable company in the country. And I'm just going to keep bringing this up. Remember, if you want your own platform, you get to pick and choose the perks you want. If you don't want to work with Choice Home Warranty, we won't build it in. If you want to work with American Home Shield or any of the other ones, we can build in and delete anything you guys don't want. Verizon Fios, we work with something called Annie Mac Works. For those not familiar with it, it's an educational resource for our real estate partners. We do classes every day. We have certifications for pet-friendly realtors, all different types of things that we supply to you at no cost. We also work with Home Depot, Ashley Furniture, Heat and Cool. Now, we've also built an entire insurance marketplace. We partnered with the largest insurance technology company in the country. They wrote over $5 billion in premiums last year. They have over 75 carriers and they're licensed in all 50 states. Everything we offer is at a discounted rate. Auto, home, life, health, pet insurance, and even small business coverages. For your clients that are looking for homeowners or auto insurance, just have to click here, call the 800 number.
Follow, follow, or follow,
I'm sorry, somebody was saying something.
follow. Okay, follow.
Okay, we also have Bento
Hey guys,
Dental.
whoever has the audio, can you mute yourself, please?
Bento Dental is a discount dental plan. So for those that don't have dental insurance, our dental plan has over 360,000 dentists nationwide, and prices start as little as $795. We have a discount prescription card. We have a direct relationship with Liberty Mutual. Now, we also offer college tuition assistance. So what I mean by that is when we pull credit reports, when we see somebody has student loans, just so you know, the average
Hey,
person is
Randy,
paying
can you
about
hold on a second, please?
Yep.
Hey, can everybody please mute themselves? Since unfortunately I'm not the host right now, I'm unable to mute everybody. So just so that we can hear Randy, please mute your microphone on your Zoom, okay?
Thanks,
Thank
Mike.
you.
So the average person is paying about 6.5%, 7% for their student loans. We're refinancing them now at 2 and 3%, which basically means we're saving them hundreds of dollars on a monthly basis. It's helping us do more mortgages because we're also reducing their debt to income ratio. We also have financial wellness, Linsky Financial and Cambridge Credit Counseling, which is one of the largest nonprofit credit counseling companies in the country. We have tickets to sporting events and concerts. Is anybody here, well, I'm just going to assume a lot of people here have purchased tickets on StubHub. StubHub normally charges on an average of about a $60 surcharge per ticket. So you buy 4 tickets for a ball game or a concert, our surcharge is $0. You just save $240. We have up to 50% off at ski resorts all over the country, discounts at the movies. We have a whole travel section where we have over 60,000 hotels worldwide. And on an average, we're about 20% less than hotels.com. I just had a meeting with somebody, actually it was yesterday in Atlantic City. We actually just brought on the National Lacrosse Association and he came in to see me. He ended up using our platform to book a hotel room at the Tropicana. He paid $19 for his room. The normal rate was like $65 because it's the winter time. They ended up paying $19. So if you're traveling, use our hotel discounts. We have discounts at Disney World, Universal, Busch Gardens, Sesame Place, Disneyland, car rentals, boat rentals. We have over 4,000 national retailers that give you cash back on every purchase. As an example, we just bought a fire pit a few months back. So I researched it, and we decided to use a company called House. Okay, it's a national home goods company. They were running a 20% discount, but because I bought it through my platform, I got another 5% cash back. We have discounts at Costco, Sam's Club, jewelry, Amazon, all the sports franchises from Major League Baseball to the NFL. We have flowers and gifts. Now, this one's fun, so I always like to show it to people. I'm sure some people here still read magazines. Well, our magazines are 100% free. So if somebody wants, for example, 7 issues or a year's subscription to Cosmopolitan, you click on it, you tell them where to send it. It's totally free. You could actually literally give a gift to every one of your clients you've ever done a mortgage for. Pick a magazine, fill out their information, send it to them. There's no cost. You can log in every single day and pick a brand new magazine. You'll never pay a single penny. We have candy packages, flowers. I know Valentine's Day is coming up. So for those guys or girls that want to get flowers, Pro Flowers and FTD, we're all running specials on it. We have local discounts. Now, this one's important for you guys. Remember, I said you can build in any businesses that you want to build into this. So around your office or around the neighborhoods where you're selling homes, go bring in local restaurants, local entertainment venues, whatever you want to do, we can bring them in and build them right into your customized white label platform.
And Randy, that's actually a huge point I want to make sure that everybody understands. This tool is giving you a reason to go out and talk to local businesses. This is powerful. I mean, you can say, hey, like, I work at a real estate office in Rockville. We sold 750 houses last year. Would you be interested in marketing on a portal to those buyers and sellers? I mean, it just gives you something unique to talk to people about that you can be the real estate expert. So I want to make sure you guys are taking on some of those points that, I mean, this if used properly could be a huge way for you to get exposure to your real estate business.
Now, remember, if you bring in a local business, there's also a good chance that local business is going to want to have their own Perk platform. If they do that, you, the individual real estate agent, will be listed on their website when they market to their database as the only preferred real estate agent for that entire database that he markets to. It could be an automobile dealer. We just brought on an automobile dealer a couple days ago. Well, they own 24 dealerships. They're going to promote this to over 1 million clients that they've had over the years. That's how big their database is. So can you imagine being promoted to over 1 million people and it won't even cost you a single penny?
You can grow that container.
Can you guys still hear
Thank
me?
you.
Realty Advantage.
I didn't realize I had the control of that. So, okay, so this is the RAOC. So what you're going to notice is that, again, we have Annie Mac Home Mortgage. When you click on Annie Mac Home Mortgage, it'll then link directly to the loan officer that introduced us to them. But then the real estate agent that's involved, Jessica Peterson down in Florida, this links directly to her website individually. Now you'll also notice, you guys can see Jessica Peterson's site. She has her own Perk platform right up here that she offers to all her clients. So if you're looking at what we're doing is organically, we're growing the people that we're marketing to for you individually as a real estate agent. It doesn't cost you any money whatsoever, but you're now marketing to them on a monthly basis, out of sight, out of mind. So when they do need a real estate agent, they know that they're receiving emails from you every month and you're not even trying to promote your real estate. You're promoting saving them discounts on everything else that we have. So let's just kind of sum that up. All right, you guys know now that you can have, or you can go right to Realty Advantage and you can check out all the perks that Mike and I worked out that is available to you, your family, your clients. If anybody here wants their own Perk platform, okay, if you want the same exact platform that we built for Mike with no customization, we can just give you a link and you can plug it right into your own site. There's no cost. If anybody wants their own site, but they want to customize it because they want to build in their own local businesses and their own local, let's say you use a different title company or home inspector, it's just a one-time setup fee of $295. That's it. And that's to build the platform for you, maintain it, and help you with your own marketing materials. Okay, but if you want to use the same one that's on your corporate site, you can plug that into every single website that you guys have as a real estate company. For Annie Mac Mortgage, we have 300 plus real estate agents. Every single loan officer has a Perk platform, but they're identical. Right at the top of every one of their websites is Annie Mac Perks. And it's all being offered to the hundreds of thousands, even the millions of clients that we've had over the years. This will make you stand apart from every other realtor that's out in your territory, because this is the only Perk platform that was built through the real estate industry and is available to you individually as a real estate agent. Your entire job is just to introduce me to a company or a union or an association. The other cool thing about it too is, let's say you bring in a national association. We work currently with the NFL Alumni Association, Lacrosse Association, SHRM chapters. We work with the Graphic Arts Association for the entire country. Hospitals, wellness companies, gyms. We have a gym in Philadelphia. They have 75,000 members. One gym. We promote a real estate agent and a loan officer to all of them. So all you have to do, set up the demo, I do the work, you then become the preferred real estate agent for their entire database. Okay, so if you bring in the company, you will be listed on that platform as the preferred real estate agent, or they won't get the platform.
Okay.
It's that simple. So does that answer the question, I think?
I believe so. I think maybe what she's thinking is it's the list of, vendors and companies on our website. Whereas the idea is you have two options: just work with what we have, or what we're hoping to impress upon people is you can have your own portal where you can go out to, again, restaurants, title companies, gyms, any type of employer, and you become the real estate connection for that person in order to offer all these discounts and give their customers access to this. So that's really the way to approach this. So you guys would have your own portal and you can customize who those companies are.
Yeah. So let's just say, as an example, I would say just about every person that buys a house from you works for a company.
Mhm.
Just ask them for an introduction to someone in their HR department or management and say, listen, our company's partnered with a national Perk platform. Look at my website. Look what we've done. Show them what we've already built for you guys. We can build you your own customized platform where you can pick and choose the perks you want. How about if I set up a demo with Randy? I've got his schedule right in front of me. What's good for you? You're done. You're welcome to be on the phone call. I'd love for you to be on it. But even if you're not, I'll contact you as soon as we're done. I'll tell you ABC company just signed up. And you then will be the only real estate agent being promoted to every one of their employees, their clients if they roll it out to them, their members if they're a national association or even a nonprofit.
So we can only use your Perk company if we bring you somebody.
I'm sorry?
We can only use the Perk plans if we bring you somebody. If we don't,
No, you can use
No,
it
this
right
is all
now.
available to you because you work for Realty Advantage. You can use it. You can use that Perk platform for every one of your customers. It's there. It's for you to use today.
a customized one or only the Realty Advantage one?
Well, if you want a customized one, then we have to build you one.
The one you can use right now is the Realty Advantage. But again, what we're more presenting here is the idea that you can use this to get a lot of new buyers and sellers by having the same thing that we're using, but that you're the point of contact. You are the agent instead of Realty Advantage. Totally optional, but that's the smart way to do this.
If you guys use this for your clients and you use Annie Mac Mortgage and Paul for your mortgage, first of all, they're going to get a $300 lender credit right from us. If they use some of the other perks that we have built in, the ADTs and the moving companies and the warranty companies and everything else, they could save another couple $1,000s on their transaction just because they use the Perk platform. When you're talking to clients, there's no other mortgage company that has anything like this. This is completely exclusive to Annie Mac Mortgage. And for you guys, you already have a platform. So all you have to do is just introduce me to an organization. The more organizations you introduce me to, the more faces are going to see you as the preferred realtor.
All right. Well, if anybody has chat questions, put it in there. We're hoping we have a few minutes at the end to open up, but by all means, let us know. But I think this is a very innovative way for you to leverage your network and to get new business and to be the local real estate resource. And again, I would strongly encourage you guys. I'll have Randy's contact information. Strongly encourage you to reach out to him. And any questions, anything else? Again, it's very, very impressive. Randy, are you gonna stick around in case people have questions at the end, or would you prefer they just email you?
No, well, I have a 1 o'clock for my next demo.
Okay.
I usually do about 8 to 10 of these a day
Okay.
because we have loan officers and real estate agents all over the country booking demos for me.
Okay.
So I can stay on up until that point. But I'll, Mike, you have all my contact information.
I do, yeah. And on my slides coming up here, your information will be on there. So I will, if we end up going over a little bit over the 1 o'clock, which we may go over like 5 minutes, I'll make sure the information is on there. And again, all these slides from Randy's presentation and also from the CRM stuff we're getting ready to do now, we'll email you those slides. All the information will be on there.
Yeah, and I'll send you
Mike-
down the email blast that you can send out to everybody
Okay,
with
perfect.
the video and everything else.
And Mike, maybe you can just copy and paste the link that's on our site to the chat because people are asking how they get to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that's the free version you can just share with your clients or use yourselves.
Okay. Let me do this. Did you see where he was showing that on the Realty Advantage website or no? Did everybody see that? Okay. Let me
You want me to show that?
let me grab that
That
link
is
real
again?
quick.
Yep, let me share my screen real quick.
Yeah, I'm taking it back.
You're
Sorry.
the host again.
All right, I'm gonna paste it in the chat right now.
Actually, you can just go right to your, pull up your website, Mike.
I just pasted it into the chat,
There
but
you
yeah,
go.
if you just go to our website and then under services, it just says, I believe discounts and perks.
Yeah, now again, Mike, you can call that link whatever you want to. You can call it Realty Advantage Perks, or you make up whatever name you want.
Yep.
But it's yours.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you guys seeing the slide again?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do is assume that I can get this thing to move again. All right, so we covered that again on our website. It's under the services tab for the discounts and perks. And now we're going to move on to CRM. Again, this is a very, very, very broad overview of CRM. We get a ton of questions about it all the time. And a lot of times, people will say, hey, do I need a CRM? And I'll say, well, where are you keeping all of your client information now? Do you have a database? And I'd say 80% of the agents all do the same thing. They show me their phone. So I say, well, what does that mean? Is there a program on the phone? Like, what do you have on there? And, some people do. I have to say it's not super surprisingly, but the people that tend to have the CRMs are the top producers. It's a tool that if you're doing a couple of sales a year and you're happy, you're dual career, that's fantastic. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't, sometimes we get inundated. There's so many IT tools out there they keep throwing at realtors. You don't want to spend all day, playing with your toolbox and not doing any actual business, so, but the CRM is something that if you're serious about growing your business, you really should do some research. Again, today, I'm not going to recommend one. I'm going to give you a list of ones that you should check out. I'll show you the back, what it looks like from them running from an actual, I'm going to show you 3 of them today. First is, what is CRM? It's customer relationship management or customer relationship manager. So it's different than just having Outlook or all of your clients in Google. So it's going beyond that, where it's not just having a customer, but it's saying, okay, well, did that customer that I just closed, did I get a review from them? Have I asked them for a referral? After the sale, am I sending them something every quarter, every month, yearly, holidays? What is it? I saw some stat that like 82% of buyers and sellers never use the same agent twice. That's crazy. I mean, you have people that are trusting you with the biggest investment of their lives. And, why would you not get repeat business? The average move is 5.5 years. So every 5.5 years, you should be getting new business from these folks. And that doesn't even count asking them, hey, if you or anyone or anyone you work with, or anyone at your church or your kids' school programs, anybody has a question about real estate, have them give me a call. So the CRM will help you do that. So it's more than just having a name and number.
Voy a tratar de hacer el cierre aquí en Maryland para no irme a Virginia.
Turn them off.
Exactly. That's Diana. She can hear it. So again, what we're going to do is just give you a general idea what a CRM is. It's just a way to track all of your clients and to get more business out of them. So I told you I was going to show you a list of CRMs. This is not the complete list. I have done a ton of research on CRMs over the last couple of years. I just started using one 3 years ago. And we have a very detailed database for our company. So we track everything, and we have done so for the last 22 years. But for me personally, for business I'm trying to work on, or people I'm trying to recruit, or investors I'm trying to work with, I didn't have something for that. So about 3 years ago, I started using a CRM for myself. So I did a lot of research. So this is a general list. If you just Google top CRMs for 2021, 2022, you'll see a ton of research out there. So I'd encourage you to just maybe go through this list. I'd say 2/3 of these companies offer free trials. So those free trials range from 14 days to 30 days. Doesn't cost anything. That way you can play around with it, see if you like it. If you don't, that's fine. No charge, no obligation, nothing. I'd say probably a third of them do not offer a free trial. They'll do a free demo. Well, they'll have somebody get on the phone and show that to you. But those are the more expensive ones. Speaking of expense, there are price ranges. I would say the cheapest one on the list is probably about $15 a month. And the most expensive is about $700 a month. So there's a pretty wide spread of what you can do with these things. And by 700, I mean, this thing is where you're running your social media marketing. It's tracking all your website traffic. It's doing email campaigns, everything. So, you know, again, you don't need to start out with that. And Chris had a good point. If you want to start, not really with a CRM, you can even do like an Excel spreadsheet. It's free of charge. Again, just some way to keep track of your past customers. That's a shame too, when I see we have amazing agents and they're not getting business from their past customers because they don't have the information anymore. You got to build a database for you. That's business you've earned, and you should be still getting income from that. So just keep in touch with the people. They'll send you business. So of these CRMs, again, today we're going to do very, very broad strokes. I'm going to actually show you, assume I'm still logged into each one. I'm going to have to, hopefully they're still logged in. I'll jump in here. The three I'm going to cover are LionDesk, KV Core, and Salesforce. And they're all very different in different ways. If you're new to this type of thing and you're not super techie, I would encourage you to check out probably the first one or two, meaning LionDesk or Zoho. They're relatively inexpensive. They're pretty easy to use, to be honest with you. And they've got a lot of great features, and you can add on as you will. I'm sure you guys have seen some of these things. Top Producer is a great tool. Top Producer is real estate specific. So a lot of these are not specific to real estate. They're just for people that do sales. So again, you know, LionDesk, Zoho, HubSpot's pretty easy to use, relatively inexpensive for their entry level stuff. KV Core, I'm going to show you that. I do have that as well. That is a company product. So I'll show you how that's a little bit different. I'm not a huge fan of that, at least for agents, and I'll show you why. The last one I will cover today is Salesforce. Again, I don't have a recommendation on any of these. I want you guys just to check them out. Whichever one you feel comfortable with, go for it. I personally use Salesforce. Salesforce is not specific to real estate, but it's not really what I need it for. I want to keep track of potential opportunities and deals, and it's the most widely used CRM in the world. According to their stats, at least, there are more people using Salesforce than any other program on this list combined. So, you know, most of your Fortune 500 companies, their sales teams are all using Salesforce. So I'll show you that as well. So let's go ahead and go on to the next slide here. Randy, as I mentioned, I'll come back to this slide, but want to make sure we acknowledge, you know, Paul and Randy. I'll have that contact information up there. I'll show that back at the end. Again, we're going to share these slides with you guys, so don't feel like you have to either, you know, take pictures or write things down. Take notes by all means, but again, we're going to send these slides to you guys. All right, let me jump over, and first one we're going to show you is LionDesk. Okay, can you guys see this? Everybody there? Everybody fall asleep? All right. So this is LionDesk. So again, we're going to show you three. I actually like this. We had an agent asked about this. He said he was using, asked what I thought. So I logged in and started checking out the demo probably about a month or two back. But it's got a lot of stuff in here. So again, when you come in here, you'll see what the difference. This is basically, I'll click on the CRM. So this is basically what a CRM is going to show you, where it's going to have a bunch of options on the left. They're all pretty similar. You'll see, I'll do KV Core next. They're all pretty similar. You've got a place to enter in your contacts, communications that tracks, you know, emails that you've been sending out to leads and to customers, tasks. I think this is really important too. If you talk with somebody and they say, hey, I'm not ready now, but I've got some family stuff going on, but circle back to me in June and we'll talk to you about putting our house on the market. It's one thing to put that in your Outlook or whatever you use for a calendar. It's another thing for that person to give you a call and say, hey, sorry, we talked a couple months back. I think we're ready a little earlier than thought about putting our house on the market. You can click it back up. Oh yeah, that's great. Last time I talked to you, I think you were waiting on your kid's graduation and some other stuff. I mean, people are blown away. But for you, you're just looking at their contact list here and notes that you have. You can know the exact date and time you talked to them. So it just adds another layer of depth to your business. Nice thing about Lion Desk is they've got a lot of pre-built campaigns here. But what do I mean by that? So if you've got a renting, first time, trying to convert renters into buyers, you can have that campaign in here. As you can see from the list, prospective seller, just dripping on them once a month, waiting for them to try to, get the listing. There's a lot of pre-built campaigns, which is nice. So again, this is what I would say is definitely a benefit of something like this. Let's go click on the marketing. What you'll find in a lot of these CRMs is they have upsells. You get in there and you're like, oh, wow, that's great. I can do social media marketing right from my CRM. It's an add-on. So as you play around with these demos, just look and make notes of which ones have features built in and which ones are loaded with add-ons. One thing that's nice also, I'm going to click on the transactions tab here. This is similar. It's a much more simplified version of what I like about Salesforce and ultimately why I picked them to use as my CRM. I like the idea of having something visual where you can see where your customers are. So again, if you're doing one or two sales a year, this isn't really going to be that big of a game changer for you, but it does force you, even if you're just doing a few sales, it forces you to look at your business in a different way. You got to start treating your business like a business. It's not just sitting around waiting for a call or a text on your cell phone from someone who randomly, learned about you 2 years ago. This is you proactively trying to grow your business and tracking what's working and what's not. So I like the idea they have these transaction tabs so you can keep track of where your deals are. There was another feature in here, see if I can find it. I think this is the one that had newsletters, one of these, but because we get comments about that, agents will say, hey, do you have any programs that create newsletters for us I can send to clients? So I believe Lion Desk was one of them. It is an upsell. It's not very expensive, but it's an extra feature that you can add on. So again, I'm not going to go into detail. I would like to get through all three of these, but I would encourage you, Lion Desk and Zoho are two that both offer free trials. Highly encourage you go ahead and take advantage of it. Just play around with them. And if you're like, hey, it's just confusing or I don't like the feel of it, that's okay. That's the whole point. Take advantage of the free trials. Next one, assuming it's still up and running here. There it is. Okay, can you guys see that? All right, this is KV Core. So KV Core, there's a lot of buzz out there. There's, I think Keller Williams was using it for a while. There's other companies using it. We do have it as a company, but the adoption has not been that great. And just so you know, too, on these CRMs, for the most part, they are your database, your tool. So you put your customers in there, your buyers, sellers, your past clients. That's your database. So it goes with you wherever you go. Just so you know, KV Core is actually a company platform. So on KV Core, anything you're putting in there, again, even though it's in your sandbox, if you will, it's going into a company database. So it's got some great features. There are some things I like about it, some things I don't. Again, today we are discussing mainly CRM. So I'm going to show you over here on the left on KV Core, you've got your main dashboard is what we're looking at right now. And the main thing about KV Core is if you carry a large listing inventory, I can see it being a really, really nice tool. If you don't have listings, I don't see how you're going to benefit that much from it. Again, I'll be the first to admit I haven't spent a ton of time with it, but I have gone through a lot of the customizations. The IDX and the websites it creates for you are templates, meaning every agent in the United States using KV Core basically has the same exact website. So I'm not a big fan of that personally. I'm a internet and Google geek, but I think you want something that's more customized, where you can have your testimonials, some basically you want to be found in the search results. So again, today we're just going to focus on CRM. Let me show you the CRM here. So it's pulling in the contacts. And again, what you're looking at right now is I'm one of the admin users. So it's pulling in random contacts from visitors to the site. So again, as a company, we've probably got 1,000 listings or something. If you've got a lot of listings, it's great. But if you've got 1 or 2 listings, it's not going to be as beneficial to you as you may think. It's also a little pricey. Again, it does need to get purchased through a company. So if you have questions about KV Core, let me know. But again, for most of what I've been through, almost all these features, I would say for most agents, you're going to be better served by either Lion Desk or Zoho if you're relatively new to it. If your business is a little more established, I'm going to show you Salesforce next. So again, I've done a ton of these trials myself. There's no right or wrong. Whichever one you think works best for your business, I encourage you to go for it, try it out. Last one I'm going to show you is Salesforce. Let me find that. Does anybody have any questions so far about what I'm covering here? And I'll open up all the microphones as soon as I get done here. So let's jump over to Salesforce. And again, we're almost up on 1 o'clock, so I'll keep it moving. Okay. Does everybody see that? Okay, so this is Salesforce. Again, I've been using it for about 3 years now. This is a demo, what you're looking at. So they'll come prepackaged with sample data so you can kind of see what it would look like. The dashboard comes in, it shows you where you are. You can set your commission goal for the year. And you can actually see from day 1, January, where are you? Are you short of your goals? Are you ahead of your goals? You can see on a monthly basis where you are. On the window, it tells you, hey, what tasks do you have today? Are there prospects you should be reaching out to? Is there an appraiser you need to follow up with? Any important dates will be in the events section. So I like this as far as a snapshot. It shows you where you are with your business in 1 page. What I use it for most is the opportunities. So I'm going to click on this. So by opportunities, these are deals. So I like to look at 1 page. Right now, this one's showing 24 deals or opportunities. I like this because you can have different categories. So this first column, let's just say, are people you're trying to get qualified for a loan, or you're waiting for them to get their house ready for listing. You can call these stages whatever you want. And I'm actually in the process right now. We are helping quite a few of our top producers with Salesforce. So we're helping them customize this out of the box a little bit. We're happy to do that for you as well. But again, we can call these columns whatever you want. Let's just say this is someone who just got pre-approved. They're ready to go. So they're now an active buyer. Okay. And it would be, Susie and Rick Johnson, whatever they want to buy. Someone else, they have an active listing. Someone else is in the home inspection phase. Someone else just got the home inspection. And now you're waiting on the appraisal. I like the fact that in 1 screen, you can see where all your deals are. And the explanation points here, again, this is just sample data. These are reminders for you. So you can set these tasks by yourself with deadlines. So hey, on this particular deal, I have something I have to do today. What do I have to do? So this is the difference with the CRM. You're not going to have something like this with Outlook or with Google. So this is the kind of things I want you guys to start thinking about. It's just a way to see your business in a different light. And I think it'll help you build your business much faster. I know it certainly helped me. My biggest failing with this was for the first year, it just sat there. I mean, I literally played around with it a little bit, like, I don't have time for this. And at the end, when my renewal came up, I was like, I don't know if I can justify it. Thing doesn't really work. I'm realizing I hadn't even done anything. I hadn't put in a single person. I hadn't set it up. So the most important thing on these CRMs is play around with them, do the trials, find out which one you feel more comfortable with, and then start putting in some information, and then start using the tool like it's designed to be used for. One thing about Salesforce also, and Salesforce, just so you guys know, it's about $25 a month, so it's not very expensive. It can be linked, which a lot of them can. It can be linked to your email accounts. So all CRMs do email, but what's different about a few of them is, let's just say this contact was, this is Christine Gray's Salesforce, but let's just say the buyer was Christine Gray. So I can just click on this sale. All of the emails that I have with Christine only about this deal would be right here. And it's automatic. So there's no searching through your phone, like, oh, what was the last time I said to Christine, where did we leave things? You just click on the sale. And you can say, oh, the last email she sent me was this, or before that, I told her I was going to reach out to the stager. So I think that's a real big time saver. So again, this is my personal preference, and I've used quite a few of these, but I encourage you guys to try out whatever one you want. And on this record, you can see right where you are right here. So right now you have 1 day left in your contingency on the appraiser. If this stage is done, like, oh, we got the appraisal back, no problem. It just moves you to the next stage. Okay, now we're waiting on financing approval. So these can all be customized. We can help you out a little bit with that to get it going faster for you out of the box. But that's Salesforce. We're gone over 1 o'clock a little bit, so I'm going to go up here. Does anybody have any questions at all? I see a question. Which one is less complicated? I would say it's a great question, because again, you don't want to spend a bunch of time. I'd say if you are looking for something that's, I'd say a little simpler to use, I would probably say either LionDesk or Zoho. And again, those both offer free trials.
And those are both real estate specific, right?
Yes
Or
and
just
no.
LionDesk?
LionDesk definitely is real estate specific. Zoho, I believe when you sign up, it'll say, what industry are you in? And you can pick one, and then it'll give you some options there. I'm trying to find, you go back and I'll just show you that list. So you guys can show that one last time. Back to that. That's our website. Chen, I think you had asked a question. Do any agents recommend any of these? Oh, don't see anything there. So Chen, you're a techie guy, so I would recommend Salesforce, but that's just me. Again, it's not impossible to use, so by any stretch of the imagination. But it is a little different. But again, it's just a matter of putting your people in there, and it's going to help you really keep track of your customers and significantly grow your business. And things won't fall through the cracks. You won't forget about people. We all do that. You meet somebody or you talk to somebody on the phone, you totally forget about them because you get drawn into the next problem you have to deal with one of your transactions.
Can you use this for like girlfriends and mistresses?
You can use it for whatever you want to use it.
Keep it all tracked so no one gets,
set up a separate category. So that's another reason why, regardless of which one you set up, it's your database. You can use it for whatever you want. I mean, I use mine for multiple businesses, so it's very customizable. So, I definitely encourage you guys to explore these things. Okay, let me close the participants. All right. Well, if does anybody have any questions at all?
Hey, Mike, for the Salesforce,
Yep.
does it have features like some of the other ones where you can also link to marketing and other things, or do we have to go through a separate service for that kind of stuff? I think you and I kind of talked about that, but I'm just kind of wondering.
We did. You can email straight from Salesforce, and you can email groups. It's different than, say, like a MailChimp or Constant Contact, which is a separate service. So to answer your question, and some of the CRMs, they do have a limit, but the limit is pretty big. It's like 1,000 emails or something, where for the basic package, they'll allow you to do the mass email marketing up to 1,000 users. So again, they're all totally different. And some of those, when you get in there, that's when they'll do the upsell, saying to activate this feature, it's an additional $10 a month or whatever it is.
So Salesforce has marketing. They'll send out stuff for you.
No, it will not. Salesforce is more keeping track of your people, your deals. You can do add-ins, but it's not going to send out marketing for you. No. So personally, I like MailChimp and Constant Contact. I have accounts for both. I use that for sending out the marketing.
MailChimp?
MailChimp, yep. Those are the two biggest companies that probably do 80% of all the mail for our
What was
kind
the
of
second
world.
one?
What's that? The other one was Constant Contact.
Constant Contact.
They're both very similar. And one thing, I guess, to your point, Chen, you want to really focus on delivery rates and open rates. Because some of these products will say, hey, we can send out a bunch of emails for you. But if they don't get delivered because they're flagged as spam, that's another issue. Whereas, things like MailChimp and Constant Contact, that's all they do. So they make sure they're spam compliant, that you have all that stuff built in. So my understanding is that the Constant Contact has the higher open rates and delivery rates.
And do they track that somehow so you can see how many of your emails?
Absolutely. Every email we send, we get a bounce rate. It'll show you the exact emails that have bounced. And there's also outside services. So I also encourage people, don't buy lists, but you can build lists. But there's outside services where you could run an email list through it, and it'll scrub it, and they charge like 1 cent per email. And then once you've scrubbed it, your delivery rate will be significantly higher. And speaking from experience, I had our account flagged back in, was it 04, Chris, or something? I bought this big list, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna pound them with email. And my account got shut down in like 10 minutes. So yeah, just make sure you're using good clean lists. You want to make sure you're emailing your customers on a regular basis. But so to Chen's point, yes, there are some of these CRMs have that built in. I believe it was LionDesk did have the ability to do mass texting.
Yes.
So that is something, if you want to send out a text blast to 40 of your past customers, it has the ability to do that.
LionDesk does also have the transaction manager as far as timelines and deadlines, because it's real estate specific, that's already set up.
Yep. And Dave, to your point, I believe it does have some basic marketing templates, but I think it's more like email scripts. Like, hey, just following up to your inquiry, things like that. Sherry, you had a question about introduction for the Perks link. I would say two things. If it's just, hey, our company has partnered with a national vendor, and we offer significant discounts on a variety of things: homeowners insurance, moving services, security alarm systems, it's free magazine subscriptions, travel, you name it. And then you can just send them to the website. So that's the most basic thing. I think if you want a more specific introduction or some script, I would contact Randy directly, because that's more what he was speaking to, is instead of just sending people to our website, you go to a local restaurant, or you go to a health club or a local business and just say, hey, we offer significant discounts to your employees if they're looking to buy or sell. Is there someone I could talk to about that? They're not going to say no. I mean, that's going to be a nice it's a nice way for you to try to get in touch with that HR department. So now all of a sudden, instead of you trying to get one buyer or one seller, if you get in with a large employer, I don't care if they have 50 employees or 500, it's just you're extending goodwill, and then Randy can tell you the best way to have that kind of a conversation. But I think that's really the way to go. The first route A is just send them to our website. They can pick and choose, they can get the discounts, they can do that right now, they can do it tomorrow. That's been running for about a month and a half. But as far as using it as a tool to grow your business, I would reach out, this is me personally, I would reach out to local businesses. Well, we'll send out these slides so you guys have the contact information. If you need to reach us, you know where we are. We're here every day at the office, working for you guys.
Mike?
Thank you.
Thank you. Mike,
Yes.
so I emailed, well, I'm sorry, his name Randy, but I
Yes.
got a returned email on that email address that you have on the slide.
Oh, okay.
Could you verify that email for me?
Nemeroff at PerkPlans.com.
PerkPlans.com. Yeah, that's what I got, and I got a returned email just now.
Okay. I will double check that. That's the one I just pulled off of the email that I used for him as of this morning. Maybe I typed it in wrong, but I'll get that fixed and we'll get that to you. Okay.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate your time.
Mike, can I suggest one thing?
Yep.
I only have one word. Fines.
Fines from
You
Bright.
know what I'm talking about.
Got to keep your information current.
No, fines for people that are yapping and messing up this thing.
Well, if we did that, you would have like $10,000 in fines. dude.
I
I'm just
didn't
kidding.
say
I'm
a
just
word
kidding.
the whole time.
I'm
I
just
disciplined
kidding.
myself.
I'm just kidding. No, that's, I mean, I should have muted everybody up front. It happens, but and I left a voicemail, but no, I really appreciate everybody's time. And again, anything we can do to help you grow your business, let us know. Our next class is going to be in, I think, 10 days. We're going to cover flood insurance, how underwriters look at that, and some things you guys need to be aware of. And in the second half of that will be, we've got some experts in social media coming on. So they're going to chat with you guys about things you can be doing to really jumpstart your business on that end too. So you guys have a great day. And also, most importantly, I'm going to have an announcement for our spring happy hour party kickoff. That is going to be, I believe, the first week, is it Friday of March, Chris?
Yes, hopefully we'll confirm that, but I believe it's the first Friday in March. Yes.
Okay. Hopefully things will be open. We'll be able to have some fun and cut loose. It's been a while. So you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Great job, Mike.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a nice weekend.